Good afternoon, all. Thank you for joining us for our webinar this afternoon, Navigating LA Metro Contracting Opportunities, presented by Los Angeles County Supervisor and Metro Board Member Lindsey Horvath. We are very excited to share some useful information with you all today, and we hope to inspire you. We've got some excellent presentations, and our intention is, of course, to support you in your pursuit of public contracting opportunities, specifically with LA Metro. So I will move us to the agenda slide. This workshop is part of the CDAP program, and CDAP is short for Contractor Development and Bonding Program. And we are, of course, excited to share with you about this regionally sponsored program that has wonderful free offerings for small and diverse contractors. But we're also excited to welcome Metro's Diversity and Economic Opportunity Department to share about upcoming opportunities and how to really access those opportunities, different certifications, different support they have to offer, and a lot of different benefits to the small contractor. So as we move through the workshop, if you have any questions, please feel free to use the Q&A feature. And we have a dedicated contract development manager, which is something that you'll learn about a bit later. But a dedicated contract development manager here today is Fawn, and she'll be answering those questions throughout. And we'll also have time at the end of the webinar for you to ask questions directly to the CDAP representative or to our representatives from Metro's DEOD. So before we begin, I will start us off. We are honored to share a recorded welcome message from Los Angeles County Supervisor and Metro Board Member Lindsey Horvath, who represents the 3rd District. Supervisor Horvath brings a dynamic record of public service, including her time as mayor of West Hollywood, and now as the youngest woman ever to be elected to the LA County Board of Supervisors. She's a leading voice on climate action, mobility innovation, and equitable economic opportunities, helping drive policy that supports working families, small and diverse businesses, and a more sustainable future for the region. So her commitment to growth and community partnership aligns so deeply with this program and the purpose of today's workshop. So we are so very grateful for her support and collaboration. And she couldn't be here with us live today, but we've had a wonderful time working with her and her staff. And we are excited to share her welcome message. So here we go.
Good afternoon. I am Lindsey Horvath, your supervisor for the 3rd District, and I am honored to welcome you to today's virtual workshop, Navigating LA County and Metro Contracting Opportunities. As supervisor and as a proud member of the Metro Board, I'm committed to ensuring that small, local, and diverse contractors have every opportunity to thrive. I know how challenging it can be to win contracts and grow your business. The county and Metro are here to support you. Good afternoon. I am Lindsey Horvath, your supervisor for the 3rd District, and I am honored to welcome you to today's virtual workshop, Navigating LA County and Metro Contracting Opportunities. As supervisor and as a proud member of the Metro Board, I'm committed to ensuring that small, local, and diverse contractors have every opportunity to thrive. I know how challenging it can be to win contracts and grow your business. The county and Metro are here to support you every step of the way. Today, you'll hear about the Contractor Development and Bonding Program, which provides essential no-cost services like training, mentorship, networking, bid alerts, bonding assistance, and financing support. Across LA County, we are making historic investments in our infrastructure and our communities. In the 3rd District, this means strengthening vibrant businesses, enhancing mobility, and revitalizing neighborhoods from the valley to the west side. Through programs like this one, we can ensure that local small businesses are a big part of building a more resilient, equitable, and prosperous Los Angeles. I encourage you to take full advantage of the information and resources offered at today's workshop. Together, we can grow opportunities for local businesses and strengthen the communities we all call home. Now we'll turn it back to our host to get us started.
Wonderful. Okay, so I think that got us off to a great start. And with that, we will get right into it and welcome Carlos Ray, who is the Assistant Client and Community Relations Manager for Meriwether and Williams Insurance Services, and he is here to share all about the CDAP program. So welcome, Carlos.
Thank you, Christine. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Senator Horvath and your team for all the support that you give us throughout the years. It definitely helps with everything we're trying to do. So with no further ado, my name is Carlos Ray, and I will get right into our presentation about the contractor development and bonding program. So just a little bit about Meriwether and Williams. We are a full service property casualty employee benefits insurance brokerage firm. We've been doing this line of work for almost 30 years now. Just in line of risk management, specialty programs, safety and loss provision, different areas. Are probably best known for, at least in the state of California, for our bonding, technical assistance, and contract financing programs that we run up and down the state, California, and some other states across the country as well. So far across our time doing this work, which you guys will hear more about in just a moment, we've been able to work with small and emerging contractors to obtain bonds on over, let me say this clearly, 1 billion in bond transactions, so $1 billion in bond transactions. And across that work, we've seen a loss ratio of 0.1%. And so what that basically says is we figured out that if small and emerging contractors have the right support, they're able to be successful. That's basically what that says. And then at the bottom, the last one we love to read is $6.4 million in contract-based financing loans so far. So, and you'll hear more about that contract-based financing in a couple of slides. So let's keep moving. So our mission of our program is really to reduce barriers of bonding capacity and enable greater successful participation for small, local, and disabled veteran-owned businesses who are seeking public contract opportunities. And how we approach that is through our 4 pillars of contractor development. And you see them there. I'll go through them one by one, starting with assessment and technical assistance. So we'll go to the next slide. But first, we want to start a little bit about bonding, which is kind of the foundation of our program, hence the title Contractor Development and Bonding Program. So what is bonding? For those that don't know, it's a 3-party agreement that guarantees a contract gets completed. It typically protects another party and not necessarily you. You cannot purchase it, so you have to actually qualify for it. And that's one of the things we can help you understand and connect you with sureties to do, which I'll explain a little bit later. And then unlike insurance, where you can go and buy insurance, no losses are expected. So that's where it really comes into protecting the owner, then make sure they receive the finished product. So why do we have to do this? Where does this come from? It's actually mandated by law, both at the federal, local, and state level. And you can cite the Hurd Act, the Miller Act. And then in this local and state level, you'll see Little Miller Acts. And it varies by state what those details are, but each state requires it for public contracts. Like I said, it ensures the owner receives the finished product at the negotiated price. So it's very important that you read your contracts and you negotiate well, so you make sure you're not doing work for free at the end of the contract. But one good thing about bonding is it can act as a pre-qualification tool for you and your business and really showcase your ability. So as your bonding level grows, your bonding capacity grows, it'll speak to how successful, how much work, and the type of work that your business can do. Next slide. So that first pillar in our approach is assessment and technical assistance. So once you enroll in the program, you complete a small enrollment form. You'll be assigned to a dedicated, what we call a contractor development manager. Other places might say account manager. We call them contractor development manager because they're really here to help you develop and basically take your goals and aspirations and help you build towards that in public contracting. So that first meeting with your CDM, as we like to call them, will be a business assessment. So they'll talk to you about your business, ask you different questions, like do you have certifications, what type of contracts are you looking for, and then from there they'll build a customized work plan. And that work plan will highlight everything that you want to do, where you are, but then also give recommendations on steps to making sure you're ready to bid on public contracting. And so you also get developed a contractor profile, which is like a 1-page marketing sheet where it'll have all your business information there. and then we'll help with bid opportunity referrals. And so, one thing about this program I do want to say is that everything is customized to your business. So, wherever you are is where we'll meet you. So your experience won't be the same as far as what you need to do to prepare as another business because everybody's different. So that's what we really enjoy. And our contractor development managers are hands-on, very personable, always available, and they do great work. So um, I know as you enroll, you'll enjoy working with them. Next slide. So pillar two of our four pillars is bonding, contract financing, and project assistance. This is probably like I would say the entree of our program. So what we can do, as I mentioned bonding earlier, we can help you secure bonding if you don't have it. We can also work with you on increasing your bonding capacity. We can get you access to collateral support for bid, performance, and payments bonds. So when you get awarded a project and bonding is required, we can talk to you all about that. We also offer CPA subsidies. So when sureties request CPA prepared financial statements, as most of them will, we have a one-time subsidy as a part of the program that you can use to help offset some of those costs. And we utilize third-party funds administration, and then what we do also is contract review as a part of our project assistance, project support, and for program bonded contracts. And then we also have contract finance assistance program, which we'll hear about more in just a few moments. And then what we also do is sign you up and get you enrolled in a newsletter called LA Contractor Weekly that comes out every Wednesday at 2 p.m. This is the go-to place for all of the events, projects, workshops, classes, information that you need in the construction industry will be right here in your inbox every Wednesday at 2 p.m. So when you enroll, it's important that you say to your CDM, hey, can you make sure that I get signed up for the LA Contractor Weekly because I don't want to miss any information. All right, next slide. All right, as a part of our services, we do offer contract review and project support, as I mentioned. And so how we do that is we start with a project kickoff meeting. That's with you and our project support team, and they'll go through your job start checklist. And that's basically what you need to get started on the job, get you set up and everything. So that way, when your time comes, you're scheduled to work, you're ready to go. Throughout the project, we'll do status reports and contract reports. So we'll do monthly check-ins. We'll assist you with billing and payments. Make sure you understand the construction schedule and work with you if there are any things that come up. We can also do site visits. So if you're having issues or if things are just going well and you want to just have somebody come out and check in on you, we can do that. And then we also assist with change order logs. I know sometimes that's a big thing at the end of a project, but we do have support for that as well to make sure that is smooth so you can close out the project and move on to your next job. Next slide. All right, so about the contractor development and contract financing program, I'm going to invite my colleague, Ms. Janet Ramirez, to come up and give you a little more information about that.
Thanks, Carlos. Hi, everyone. Janet Ramirez. I'm the contract-based financing analyst for the program. So just want to share a bit more information on our CFAP program, which is really geared for construction companies. One of the great things about this program is once you have an awarded contract with one of our public sponsors, such as Metro, what we can do is we can go ahead and help you use your contract as collateral. So what we'll do is we'll draft up a cash flow projection for you based off of your SOV or your job cost breakdown. So we can determine what amount of a loan that you would need to cash flow the project just in the event that these progress payments don't come in on time. Typically, we're seeing 30, 90, or 60 days in delays to get those progress payments. So this program really is a function to keep you positively cash flowed throughout the duration of it. So it is a loan that we work with one of our partnered CDFIs. So it's either PACE, Pacific Coast Regional, or one of our partners up north that goes statewide, which is Pacific Community Ventures. So a few things that you would need to do in order to kind of prepare and qualify for this would be to be enrolled in our contract development bonding program. Make sure that you get pre-qualified beforehand. And by pre-qualified, what we mean is starting the application process and obtaining your business information, financial information, and then once you do have that contract in hand, we'll go ahead and work on the project-specific information. But what we do is typically we package these loans for our CDFIs so they can just go ahead and be approved. So we'll work with you to kind of really understand how the structure of the loan would be. So again, it is for construction contracts. This program is for construction contracts only. The funds would be pre-approved for the contract that you have in hand. Max amount of loan that we have is $250,000 per project. If you are approved for the $250,000, doesn't necessarily mean that you'll get everything up front. If you just need about $50,000 to get the job started with mobilization, we can release that. Another function of the program is having third-party funds administration that is tied to the loan. This ensures that the loans and the funds that you get approved for are specifically for the project in hand. And this will go ahead and give everyone a peace of mind that the funds are being allocated for the project. The lender is getting paid back, and then that you're receiving your overhead and profit at the end of each month. Typically, these loans can run anywhere between 7 to 9.5, depending on the aspect of your work. So if it has any type of green sustainability to it, we can get a lower interest rate, but typically they're running about 7 to 9%. It is cheaper than putting all of these on your credit card. Credit card does have an interest of about 24%. So at the end, when everything is done, the loan is reported to the credit bureau. So it does improve your business credit score. Again, we'll help you with how to navigate and how to create cash flow projections to ensure that you're actually making money on these projects, right? We'll meet with you and talk about markup versus margin to make sure you have a nice gross profit after each job. And then our goal is to get you commercially bankable. So this would kind of give you the ins and outs of all of the paperwork that is needed to go to a commercial bank. Next slide. And then this program is very similar. However, it's the contract financing program. It is really geared for professional services. So any of the jobs are coming up with LA 28 or the Olympics, it would go ahead and apply to that. So everything but construction, same parameters go as far as the first program that we talked about. So you have to have a contract in hand, making sure that you start getting pre-qualified. And then when you do have that contract in hand, we can kind of move forward with making sure we create cash flow projection or any technical assistance that you may have. So you are interested, you would just go ahead and let your contractor development manager know, your CDM, and then they'll go ahead and contact you, and then we'll meet with the contract financing team. Next slide.
All right. Thank you, Janet, so much. So thank you for that great information. So hopefully everybody is at least aware of what CFAP is, and you will reach out if you have any additional questions or put them here in the Q&A feature. So moving on to pillar 3 of the program, education, training, and contract support. This is part of that. So what we do here is we do a lot of monthly workshops on various topics, from bonding to change orders to marketing, various different topics that we poll contractors for and ask what they want to learn. So we bring in experts to talk about that monthly. And then what we do 4 times a year is 4 sessions a year, we have our construction training academy, which usually starts in the beginning of the year with bidding and estimating, and then contract award and management, which is pretty much like the second half. So it takes you from getting awarded the contract and how do you manage it all the way through closeout. Job start at OSHA 30. And then through contract support, we attend pre-bids or review bid documents with you to make sure you understand the bid, the plans and specs, and pretty much how to be responsive bidder. We'll do final bid document review. One thing we don't do is advise on numbers, so tell you what number to bid for the project. That's something you'll have to do on your own. But then we also do, once you submit your bid and whether you're awarded or not, we'll do a post-bid debrief to talk to you about why your bid was successful or why it wasn't successful, what you can change. And then we'll do a contract review. Once you get awarded, we can review the contract with you. We have access to legal resources as well to make sure that you're agreeing to the terms that are favorable for you. The workshop, you want to make sure you enter. So we'll move on to the next slide. And our last pillar is the Prime Partnership Program. This is something that we have with a lot of the prime larger general contractors, where we form strategic alliances. We'll work with them to set up networking and different types of you guys will hit to them. They also come and teach at some of our workshops and accountants and everybody in there. So it gives you a chance to really access and get to know some of these people that can help you get a contract. And then also we provide networking with public agencies and staff. Next slide. And that wraps up my presentation about the Contractor Development and Bonding Program. I hope you guys heard something that you liked. Again, if you have any questions, here's our contact information. Please feel free to reach out to us. I usually get the question like, hey, Carlos, this sounds great. What do I do next? How much does it cost? Where do I send my money? And I usually say, hey, this program is free. All the resources and things that we offer are free outside of the Contract Financing Assistance Program. As Janet mentioned, that does function like a loan, and you do have to pay, but they will go over that with you. Anything else, there is no cost. All the support that we offer is no cost. Thank you to Metro and Supervisor Horvath and the Metro Board because they help this program keep running and us providing these services and resources to the community. So I will stop and be quiet, but thank you all for listening and have a great rest of the workshop. And hope to see you sometime soon.
Thank you so much, Carlos and Janet, for sharing about the program. So I just want to say, as Carlos mentioned, but you were breaking up a little bit at the end there, but I think we got the vast majority of all the content. But we will be sending everyone the full deck after the presentation. And if you're not yet enrolled in the program, we will also be sending the enrollment steps. So you can go ahead and enroll. And any of those questions that you have, you can get answered one-on-one with your assigned CDM. So before we move on to our presentation from Metro's DEOD department, which is going to be very informative, I want to pull up the poll question. We just have one poll question today. I'll start it now. Please go ahead and answer. I'll give us about 60 seconds to answer. Okay, everyone, thank you for participating. So with that, we will go on to our second presentation, which is actually from, oh, I thought I changed the heading to say, hold on just a moment. I just want to pull up the correct PowerPoint, and it seems like I unfortunately don't have it up. So I will get it up for you all now. And then we can go back to that one after. Okay, here we go. Is that going? Oh, yes. Here we go. Okay. My apologies. We'll just switch back to the other PowerPoint after this. I don't know why the wrong one came up, but we are here to welcome Jan Davis and Carla Garcia on behalf of Metro's Diversity and Economic Opportunity Department. Welcome.
Thank you, Christy. Thank you so much for putting up the slides as well. Hello, everyone. My name is Carla Garcia. So I am here representing the Diversity and Economic Opportunity Department. So that is my colleague, Jan Davis. Many of you may know her. So she is actually not able to make it into today's meeting. She actually might hop in halfway or towards the end, but she's at another meeting right now. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Next slide, please. Yes, so we are here to essentially open doors for small businesses to maximize their participation in government contracting, whether it's metro contracting, and anything else that you can essentially get from the resources that we provide for you. Next slide, please. Yes, so DEOD is what we call ourselves internally, but yes, the Diversity and Economic Opportunity Department. So here's a little bit more about who we are and what we do. So we like to say that we're your friends on the inside. Essentially, you're a small business owner and you're like thinking to yourself, how can I get in touch with someone from Metro? So that would be us. We are your friends on the inside. We are the ones you want to contact. So yeah, we advocate for small businesses. And we also serve as your system navigators in case you get lost. If you have any questions, we can always redirect it to someone if we're not able to get you help right away. So here are some of the responsibilities that our department has. So we administer and oversee small business programs and initiatives. We also publicize contracting opportunities. So you'll see a little bit more towards the end where I'll show you our vendor portal and how you can navigate that to find those. We provide training and resources. We set SBE and SBE and DBV contract goals, and we also monitor compliance. So that's quite a bunch, but you'll learn a little bit more as we go along. Next slide, please. Thank you. So here's a little bit about Metro certification. So why you should get certified, essentially, small business certifications, much similar to a professional certification. They essentially give you a status documented that's going to help you compete in the marketplace, become more competitive. They will definitely increase your visibility to prime contractors. As you know, prime contractors are required to meet SBE utilization goals on our projects. As a certified firm, you are critical to the prime contractor's ability to successfully meet these goals. And essentially, a certification will level the playing field by providing a fair opportunity for you to compete on federally or non-federally funded transportation contracts for small businesses owned and controlled by socially and economically disadvantaged individuals. Next slide, please. So these are the certifications that Metro currently accepts. We accept the SBE, the Small Business Enterprise. This one is unique to Metro, and we mirror that federal DBE program that we mirror it, but it is race and gender neutral. So we also have the Disabled Veteran Business Enterprise certification, the DVBE. And we also accept the certifications provided by the DGS, the Department of General Services. Next slide, please. So here are some of the requirements for SBE. So you must be an independent business organized for profit, and the owner's personal net worth must be less than 1.32 million. And then annual gross receipts must have a 5-year average less than 26.29 million. And then the qualifying individual must also be in control of management of daily business operations, and must also have 51% ownership um, in this case. So these slides do have a lot of information, a lot of numbers. I'm pretty sure you're going to get them towards the end. So if you're taking a picture, that works too. But just know you'll more than likely have them in the end. So next slide, please. So our B2G online certification application. So Metro is the only CUCP, California Unified Certification Program member agency that has implemented this online certification management system. So the application essentially has been designed to streamline the process for applicants and really eliminate the hard need for paper hard copy submissions. So here are just some of the features that the online certification B2G provides you. So it is a user-friendly platform. The tracking tool is essentially just to check on the status of applications. There is a free webinar system training to walk you through the form and the process as well, and 24-hour technical support. So next slide, please. So these are our small business programs. So we have the Small Business Prime Set Aside. We also have the Medium-Sized Business Enterprise and the COMP, the Contracting, Outreach, and Mentoring Program. So each of these programs, I'll go into just a little bit, but I do want to say that we do go into these more in depth during our Evergreen How to Do Business with Metro workshop. So this will be swift, but just know the information is always available, and I'll show you towards the end how you can get more. So next slide, please. Okay, so our Small Business Prime program. It was cited U.S. best practice by the Millikan Institute and the Brookings Institute. And Metro's groundbreaking program is allowing SBEs to compete as primes, which they deemed as groundbreaking. So SBEs compete only against other SBEs on competitively negotiated RFPs from 3,000 to 5 million on federal and non-federal contracts. SBEs compete only against other SBEs on competitively low bids from 3,000 to 3 million. And essentially what we did is we flipped the business model. So with this Small Business Prime program, the SBEs are now the primes and the large businesses would be the subs to the small business in this case. So it's like a built-in mentorship in a way. And down here you can see our impact says that we've awarded over 188 million. However, I am certain that this data needs to be updated as we are far from 2021. So yeah, we'll definitely update this for you. Next slide, please. Okay, so these here are our small business and medium-sized business program thresholds. So the numbers, I know they look very small. I'm not going to necessarily go through each number. I promise you I can pronounce it just fine. However, they are a lot. And I think it would be very helpful for you to have it, just to look at it, reference it. So these are the thresholds right there. Next slide, please. So our contracting outreach and mentoring plan. So for this one, RFPs and IFBs over 25 million are required to submit a plan. So not the architecture and engineering projects in this case. And the objective of the program is to measurably grow capacity for SBE and DVB firms. So bidders and proposers must host an outreach event for the SBs and DVBs prior to their submittal. They should also provide innovative, measurable mentoring plans and evaluation criteria. They should also detail technical assistance strategies. They will identify mentors and proteges as required by the solicitation, and then specify subcontracting approaches for Metro's review and approval. So essentially a built-in mentoring plan. And this is just one of the many efforts that Metro has done to make sure that we're helping small businesses with the built-in mentoring program. Next slide, please. So this here is our vendor portal. So on here, you'll be able to find essentially any piece of information about solicitations, upcoming events, or even just kind of like basic information if you want to learn more about our programs. We'll have that there. However, right now we'd like to just kind of guide you over to our open solicitation. So if you visit our site, metro.net/connect, you'll be right here on this landing page. The first thing you want to do is hover over the solicitations right there in the middle. Once you click on that, you'll click on Open Solicitations. That'll be one of the options after clicking on solicitations. If you could click the next slide, I think there should be a transition. Perfect. So that's what you're going to click. You're going to click Open Solicitations. And then if you could please go to the next slide, Christy. Thank you. So this is what you're going to see once you click on Open Solicitation. So you're going to go ahead and scroll down. You're going to see it right away. It's a pretty big purple chart. And on this chart, I highly, highly suggest that you download it into a PDF so that you can look at it better. But I also suggest that you come back and you look at this page as often as you can, because these solicitations are being updated on a daily basis. So if something comes along, our backend team is going to make sure that they add it there. So definitely check this every day. See if there's something that maybe your business would apply to. If you do know your business's NAICS codes, you can just kind of look there and start getting an idea as well. If maybe you're not certified and you want to start getting an idea of what kind of projects you can start preparing for. So yeah, this is our open solicitations page. And one more important thing is, if you click right there under number, it says PS 141682 in blue. So if you click that hyperlink, it'll take you to the page where you'll find everything you need to know about that project, from the contract administrator's name, phone number, email, and any important due dates as well. So that's our open solicitations, and I'm very happy to go over this with you in detail another time, or even through email if you'd like as well. Next slide, please. Oh, that transition, open solicitations. Okay, so this one here looks very similar. This is our 12-month look ahead chart. So to find this one, you will actually click on our events page right when you get to our landing. You click on the events page, you hover over it for just a second, you go to 12-month look ahead. So this is our 12-month look ahead. So if you maybe aren't certified yet, but you want to get certified and you want to start planning for the future, you can come on to this 12-month look ahead. You can download it, you can check it out, and you can see essentially all of the projects that are coming on for the next 12 months. So if you're maybe not certified just yet and you want to plan for the future, or if you just want to do your homework and plan for the future, this is the 12-month look ahead that we recommend. Next slide, please. Transition. Okay, so more ways to connect. So to receive information and just to get all of our emails about all of the events that we put on, you go to our metro.net/connect page. And under the events section, just make sure you subscribe to our emails. Once you subscribe to our emails, you'll be informed of every event that we have coming along. And then additionally, I know I said that I could give you a more in-depth overview of how to kind of navigate our vendor portal. And we actually do have a vendor portal walkthrough during our How to Do Business with Metro monthly workshop. So if you go to our events page, you'll find all of the events that we have. So during this month of August, we are putting everything that we have coming up for the upcoming year on the calendar. So definitely check back on that events page. If you go on there right now, you may not see too much Metro Connect events. We do have our TBAC events, which you're welcome to look at as well. But we are putting on our events on the vendor portal very soon, and you'll be able to see everything we have coming up. So yes, we'd love to see you at one of our workshops. So please visit the page. We have a lot of really cool things in store. Next slide, please. So this is us. We are the strategic outreach team. And this is our contact email. You can contact Metro Connect at metro.net. I will also drop my email in the chat in case there was something maybe I went through or maybe something I said that you'd like to get more information on. Please do send me an email, and if I can't answer your question, I will happily forward it to the right unit. I'm not sure if my colleague Jan is here in the room or if she may be able to join us in a few. She was at a meeting, but she does send her regards. So let me just go ahead and drop that email in the chat. Okay, so there is that one. Next slide, please. Okay, so that is all for my slides. However, as Christy mentioned, we will stay here till the end if there are any questions. Thank you, Christy.
Thank you so much, Carla. You're a wealth of information and support.
Thank you.
Okay, I apologize. I need to bring up the other deck. Just doing this live time. Just give me just one moment here. And we are about to get to Q&A, but before we do, we have a video from, let's see here, one of our CDAP contractors. So we love to share these because they really are just sharing their experience with the program. So I will turn it over to the video now.
My name is Jacqueline Pruitt. I'm president and CEO of Marvelous Steel Placers. The program has been very instrumental in that providing seminars, workshops, and trainings in regards to bidding and estimating, how to get a bond, even what a bond was. You know, why do you need a bond? And also contract review. You know, contract is very large and you have to pretty much have a lawyer look over it. But they've provided services to me to assist in going over the contract and getting a better understanding of what it is that I'm getting into. It's very important for the city of LA and Metro and other agencies to invest in this program and other programs like this. Although the program is free, it is very valuable to me in helping my start my business and obtain bonding. I'm very grateful for the services that have been provided and the care and support that were given by everybody at the program. I've had a wonderful experience with the contractor development and bonding program. I would suggest, I recommend, I refer everybody that I know that wants to start any type of business to this program because it has been very, very helpful and the growing and the development of my company. And I look forward to the days to come that we continue to grow and develop this company together. Had it not been for this program, I don't think that I would be as far along as I am today.
Wonderful. So Ms. Pruitt really illustrates to us how great it is that Metro and the city of LA are putting this program on, and it's really something for the contractors to take advantage of because it's free to the contractor, as we've said throughout, and there's a wealth of things that you can take advantage of, from trainings to bid support and all of those things. With that, I will turn it over to Fawn McCauley, who is a contract development manager. So if you're in the program, she may be yours or you may be assigned to her to answer any questions that are unanswered in the chat. Or if you have any questions, you can pop those into the chat now. Hi, Fawn.
Hi, everyone. There were some questions that I answered. Do you want me to read off of those? Sorry, my video is looking a little. Or should I just just leave them there for everyone to view?
Are there any in the chat? Let's see the Q&A. I don't see.
Yeah, they're all
any in the
answered.
chat. So you can answer them if you feel that they're relevant to everyone. You can read them
Okay,
off.
will this meeting be sent out? It's being recorded, I know.
Yeah, it's being recorded and we'll send it out after as a thank you and a follow-up to everyone who participated.
Perfect. That was asked a
Oh,
couple
that was one of the,
times.
I thought you were asking me. That was
Oh,
one of
yeah,
the
no.
questions.
That was one of the questions, and
Okay.
also for some of the emails that were provided that went by in the slides, I put them in there, but since this will be sent out to everyone, they should get this.
Yeah.
So that was the main thing. One question was, is the program only for construction businesses? We are professional services businesses. I said that we can help most small businesses, but prominently with contract-based opportunities. Depending on your needs, please email us and we can set up a time to meet with you.
Yeah, construction adjacent businesses as well. So please reach out. We'll help you out. Okay, so with that, I will move to our last slide here and leave it up as I say thank you, because I want to share that we have an upcoming workshop with Hugo Soto Martinez, City Council member, on August 26th from 3 to 4:30 p.m. And we encourage you to join. This is actually going to be a bit of a different workshop, which is wonderful because we'll be hearing from city departments like DWP, LAWA, the Port of LA, the Bureau of Contract Administration. So it'll be a nice workshop to complement this one. If you're able to join us, please do. You can scan that QR code, and then again, you'll receive the deck after this workshop. So with that, I really want to say thank you to our presenters. Thank you so much again, Carla, for joining us. And thank you, Carlos and Janet from CDAP, for sharing about the program today. We hope you guys have a great evening. Thanks for joining.
There's a couple more questions that came in. Do you want to?
Okay,
are they still here?
We can go back to them.
Okay, so how often does the Four Pillars Academy take place? I answered a couple in the chat, so hopefully they saw those, but these ones weren't answered yet. They just came through. How often does the Four Pillars Academy take place? I'd like to register. That's usually, are you talking about the bidding and estimating?
I would say, so the Four Pillars really highlights the many different offerings, and there are academies, I would say every month, maybe regarding different things. So you can choose what
Yeah.
type of academy you'd like to partake in, or if you want to partake in all of them. But there's bidding and estimating and change orders and a lot of different academies and workshops throughout the year.
Yes. Yes, the bidding and estimating and contract award and management are usually 1 to 2 times a year. And we send out those invitations.
But you'll need to be enrolled in
Um,
the program. So make sure you enroll in the
yes.
program and then you'll get invited to all the different offerings.
And then it says, could we communicate email? Yes, please email this email here that is on the screen.
And the registration link will be available. I see that someone says, can you share the registration
Okay.
link? That'll be available in the follow-up email that you'll receive after this workshop, but you can always email us at the info email address as well. But the registration is like an online form.
And then somebody asked about the QR code that's not being.
So I'll bring that back up. But if you couldn't scan it, you should be able to. I'll double check it, but we're going to send out the PowerPoint after this workshop, and you should be able to get it from there.
And that's it.
Okay, great. All right, everyone, thank you for your questions. Have a great evening. If you have other questions, please just email that info email address and we'll be happy to get back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Fawn.